day. Welcome to Making Meals with Meka. I hope that everyone has brought their appetite because we are making something delicious today. We are making chicken lettuce wraps. Now, for those of you who have never had chicken lettuce wraps and have no idea what it is, let me give you a little insight. Chicken lettuce wraps consist of a chicken mixture, and the mixture has onions, it has some water chestnuts and a lot of seasonings. It's a little sweet, it's a little savory, it's a little spicy, and that mixture goes into a lettuce cup, a lettuce wrap. It's absolutely delicious. It's low carb, it's easy to make, and that is what we're making today. Let's start prepping our vegetables. I want to say hello to everyone. If you're here, go ahead, send me a thumbs up in the chat. Of course, you guys know how this format is. I'm going to be hanging out with you guys, talking to you guys while we cook. This is going to be totally interactive. Feel free to ask any questions you want. Give me some insights. Go ahead, hit the like button. I want to welcome people. We have we have Tyra. Hi, Tyra. We have Jay Kelly. Hello, guys. Welcome. Good to see you guys hanging out with me this week again. Those are my people right there. And those of you that are just tuning in, you're right here. It's just going down. We are making meals with Meka. We're making chicken lettuce wraps. This recipe is easy peasy. It is perfect for the middle of the week. You don't have a lot of time to make food. You don't want to spend hours in the kitchen. This recipe takes about 30 minutes from front to finish, right? If you are going to like a friend's house and anyone's, it's winter time, so people really aren't having gatherings right now. But when it starts to warm up and people are having cookouts or pitch-ins, this is a perfect dish to take. You can carry it easily, it travels well, and it is delicious. I have taken this to a lot of parties, and this is a fan favorite. So let's get started, okay? Now, the protein for this is chicken. So my favorite is boneless, skinless chicken thighs, because we know that the thighs are fat and they have more flavor. But if you want to use chicken breast, go ahead, use chicken breast. The thing about my recipes is they are highly, highly personable. You can take bits and pieces and make it your own. I'm gonna stop and say hi to everyone real quick. My brother's here. Hello, brother. Hello, Sam. Welcome. For those of you that are just tuning in, it's perfect timing. We are making meals with Meka, and we're making chicken lettuce wraps, okay? So the protein is boneless, skinless chicken thighs. If you want to use chicken breast, go ahead. If you want to use ground chicken or ground turkey, you can use that. If you want to make this totally vegetarian and you want to use mushroom, you can use mushroom. I'm telling you, you can use whatever you want to as the base of this, and it's going to be delicious. All right, we got it was a Haza TV show. Hello. All right, so let's get started, guys. I'm going to heat my pan up. So the chicken, I'm not going to cut the chicken yet. I'm just going to sit here and continue to let it get room temperature. It's always important. If you are using any type of meat, you want it to get room temperature, okay? We don't want to put cold meat into the pot. I'm going to sit this down, let this get room temperature, but let's get started on our vegetables. The trick to any Asian cooking, and if I have anyone of Asian descent on this live, go ahead and give me a thumbs up if I'm telling the truth, or you can correct me if you want. I have become a fan of Asian cooking, so I've been studying it. And there's major flavors that Asian cooking hits, right? Sweet, salty, sour, spicy. Can you guys remember that? They all start with the S. Sweet, sour, salty, spicy. That is the makeup of Asian flavors. So I just gave you guys a little tip. Go ahead, write that down. So we're going to start with one onion, all right? And we're going to dice this whole entire onion. This is going to be part of the foundation of the filling for these chicken lettuce wraps. Now, I would say that this onion is pretty much non-negotiable. If you don't like onion, then you probably wouldn't like this dish, okay? You could leave the onion out if you want to, but this onion is going to add so much flavor. I'm going to say do not leave the onion out, okay? And when it comes to peeling onions, I don't got time to struggle with this. I just peel the very first layer off and we're done. So we're going to use one whole onion. I hope everyone is having a great time here. This dish is about to be delicious. This is one of my favorite low carb dishes. I am focusing on low carb dishes the whole entire month. And my belief is just because you're eating low carb or you're eating healthy, it doesn't mean that it cannot be delicious and flavorful. So you will find that this is going to be a very flavorful, delicious meal. So I have one onion. And of course, onion and garlic are like BFFs, right? Onion and garlic is like salt and pepper, peanut butter and jelly. They just go together. One whole onion, I'm using 5 cloves of garlic. Do not skip the garlic. I prefer that you use whole garlic like this. The minced garlic in a jar is not really good. So we're not using minced garlic, okay? If you want to use the already peeled garlic, I guess I'm going to give you a pass to use it. But I prefer that you use the fresh garlic. So we have 5 cloves of garlic. And then we have the secret. This is the puncher. This is some ginger. We're not going to use all this ginger. Ginger is very, very strong. So we're just going to use a little bitty piece of this ginger. But the ginger is going to add that really nice depth of flavor we need for this recipe. So let's go ahead and get started. I'm going to wait to cut my onion because the onion is going to make me cry, and I don't feel like crying this early on the live. So let me just go ahead and chop the eye-friendly herbs first, which is garlic, and garlic is my very, very favorite herb. So if you're just tuning in, you are making meals with Meka. You guys, I am so happy that you are here. If you're having a good time already, give me a thumbs up. If you haven't subscribed to the channel yet, first of all, why not? Secondly, go ahead and subscribe. And then go ahead and give me a thumbs up. I always like to know where my viewers are from. So if you want to go ahead and just drop in the chat where you are from so I can call out your city or your country. Let's get it. Someone says, hi, I like you so much. Well, thank you. I like you so much as well. I appreciate that. So I have my garlic out of its shell. And I am just going to go and do a rough chop on the garlic, okay? Garlic is absolutely necessary. Okay, we got Phoenix. Okay, Phoenix, Arizona. I've only been to Phoenix one time in my life, but I stayed there for like 3 months and it was amazing. It was very, very hot. But it was amazing and I love it. So let's go Phoenix. It was gorgeous. I mean, seeing the brown rock in Phoenix was absolutely wonderful. So what's up, Phoenix? We got Phoenix in the house. Hello, Alvin. Nice to meet you. So I have my garlic chopped. We have someone from London. Okay, London, England is in the house. Hello. All right, Barbara. And then we have my friend Tyra. She is from the Philippines. Yes, we have London here. Phoenix. We have the Philippines. Hello. Welcome. Welcome. I just love to see people from different countries. So, ginger, right? Let me give you guys a little hack. Ginger can be very difficult to peel, okay? I'm not going to use all of this. I'm going to use I'm going to use this much ginger, okay? This much ginger. I'll say this is maybe like an ounce. We have someone from Canada. Hello, the Hayden family. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Let's go. Let's go, guys. So this is the ginger. I'm going to take my spoon and just go down the sides, right? And this is how you can easily peel ginger. Do you guys see that? The peel is coming right off. So don't struggle with the knife, you know, especially because ginger, you really do want to get the smaller ones. You don't want to get the really, really big ones. Like anything that's too big, I kind of give it a side eye. We're going to get the little small ginger. And we're going to take your spoon and just go back on the side like that. And then the skin is going to come right off. We have someone from Queens, New York. What up, New York? What's up, Queens? We have someone from the Caribbean. Oh, wow. Let's go. So we got Pamela. And is that Divalicious? Okay, Divalicious. Let's get it from the Caribbean. I'm loving the name. I mean, if you're from the Caribbean, a name like Divalicious is perfect, right? We got someone from Gary, Indiana. What's up? What's up, G.I.? I have a long-standing relationship with individuals from Gary. Let's go, G.I. Welcome, welcome, welcome. You guys, we are everywhere. Okay, we have people from everywhere on this live, and we're just going to hang out and have a great time. I appreciate everyone who's here. And yes, I'm still peeling the garlic. Okay, I'm done. I'm done with the ginger, and it's so fragrant. Like, it just makes your hands smell delicious. Okay, with the ginger, I'm going to slice this really, really thin, because if you've ever had ginger and you've eaten a piece, ginger is really, really strong. Okay, so I want you to go easy on the ginger, because it will overpower a dish in a minute, and I don't want you to overpower these chicken lettuce wraps with the ginger. So this is about a teaspoon of ginger, okay? If you don't have fresh ginger, it's 100% fine to use ground ginger. That works just fine. If you sometimes they have ginger that's already, peeled and chopped, and it comes refrigerated. I am giving you permission to use the refrigerated ginger as well, okay? So we have our ginger. Okay, let's see. All right, we have JoJo. Hi, JoJo. Thank you for attending. You are at perfect time. We are cutting up all of our vegetables for these chicken lettuce wraps, okay? So I have my ginger. I want you guys to see the portion sizes, okay? And these are called aromatics, right? Because when you cook them, they're just so fragrant. They make the room smell delicious. So we have our ginger and I have our garlic. So you see the difference? And then the biggest pile is going to be the onion. Yes, we are using one whole onion here, guys. Now I am using a yellow onion, okay? You can use a white onion. You can use sweet onions. We're not going to use a red onion here, okay? We're going to stick to just the white ones or the yellow ones. Now I prefer to use yellow or sweet onions, because the white onions make me cry. They always make my eyes water, and people have been, well, Meka, why don't you do this, or why don't you do that? And no remedy helps with me crying when I chop onions. If anyone has a remedy to how to stop your eyes from watering when you're chopping onions, please let me know. And I want you to have actually done it before. Like, I don't want you to say, well, my auntie says if you do this. I want to know if you have a remedy for chopping onions and not crying. So in the meantime, in between time, I rarely use white onions because they make me cry, okay? All right, so you guys, we are almost done chopping our aromatics. I see we have more people here. You're just in time. We are about to get started on these chicken lettuce wraps. I'm just doing the prep work. All right, so whenever I'm putting together dishes with multiple ingredients, I always just like to do my prep work first. It just makes everything in the kitchen go so much smoother. All right, so this is what your portion should look like, okay? We have the majority onion, one whole onion. We have 5 cloves of garlic and then ginger. And I'm actually going to put them in the pan in this order, okay? And then let's get started on our chicken. Okay, full disclosure, I'm going to get me a new cutting board, because I have this plastic cutting board, and plastic cutting boards really aren't good. especially if you get down to where like you're actually cutting into it. So the next time you guys see me next Wednesday, I will have a new cutting board, okay, to cut my chicken on. But right now, because I don't have it, we're going to use this one. All right, you got to use what you got, okay? So those of you that are just tuning in, we are making meals with Meka, and I am putting these boneless, skinless chicken breasts on this cutting board, and we're going to chop these in really, really small pieces. We want these in very, very tiny pieces, guys. So I'm going to get out a sharper knife. Now, if you're just tuning in, I said that, you know, if you want to make this vegetarian, you can use, you know, portobello mushrooms would be perfect for this. And yes, Glenn asked if this is a thigh. Absolutely, it's a thigh. I like chicken thighs because they're meatier, they're fatter, and fat is flavor, and they are high in protein. But if you want to use chicken breast, by all means, you can use chicken breast in this recipe. You know what else goes really well? If you want to use like ground turkey or ground chicken go really, really well in this recipe. You can pretty much use any type of protein that you want. I haven't made these with like beef or anything like that, but I'm pretty sure if you chop the beef small enough, then it will go well. You can use ground beef as long as you just have the flavor profile down. If you get that good Asian flavor profile, then you can use any type of protein that you want. We're using chicken because chicken is lower in fat, and it just tastes really, really well. So that's what we're on. What are we making today? We are making Asian inspired chicken lettuce wraps, okay? These are a really delicious low carb meal that we're gonna do the base, the filling right here, which is the chicken, and we're gonna wrap these in some beautiful lettuce cups. All right, and I'm gonna give you guys some, you know, some alternatives to what to serve this with. But you know, the whole month of January, I am doing no carb, you guys. So I'm not eating any rice, any pasta, any oats, anything like that. It's basically just meat and vegetables and a little fruit to kind of jumpstart my year. And I do this every single year, and I just feel great after it's done. So that's what we're doing. Someone said I made salt and pepper wraps tonight. What are salt and pepper wraps? I've never heard of that before. Let me know. Okay, so let me give you guys a full disclosure, okay? Full disclosure, 2 of these are boneless. Well, they weren't really boneless. Full disclosure is I broke down a whole chicken today, and I will be posting a reel later this week on how to break down a whole chicken. And a lot of times it's more economical to get a whole chicken, especially because I either cook for me or just me and my boyfriend. So it's just 2 of us. And sometimes I don't need a really big package of meat. And I like to get my meat halal. You know, with everything that's going on in the food industry, I like for my food to be as fresh as possible. So for recipes like this, I just buy a whole chicken. And I broke the whole chicken down today. I took the bones out of the thighs. I took the skin off, and these are actually the drumsticks. And you can, if you look really close, it has the little sinew, it has the little strips, but this is actually the drumsticks. So you can use the drumsticks in here. You don't have to do all that. You don't have to break down a chicken to make this recipe. Just full disclosure, these 2 pieces are the drumsticks that I broke today. Okay. Someone says Okay, Jojo says, I'm trying to do a no carb challenge next month. I would have joined you in January, but I had a bunch of carbs already. No worries. And Jojo, good luck with your no carb journey. The really important thing is when you are altering your diet like that is just making sure you have a lot of healthy options. You guys, it really isn't hard to do like no carbs if you have adequate meals to eat. You know, and you need a variety. Hey everyone, we are 53 deep in here. Those that are just tuning in, you are making meals with Meka. I am chopping up my dark meat chicken for these chicken lettuce wraps. I am almost done. And we're talking about eating low carb. And I'm just sharing some of my tips. You know, no one wants to eat like chicken and broccoli every day and a salad. I mean, come on. You're not going to stick to that. It's boring. It's not delicious, right? Listen, I live to eat, and I live to eat good. So I am living proof. And just, you know, keep watching my channel. Just stay abreast on when I post reels, because I will be posting tips and tricks on, if you want to have a low carb lifestyle, what you can eat. The key is eating a variety of food, and it has to taste good too. You know, I'm not sticking with something if I'm not happy and it's not delicious. So that is what I am your unfair advantage. I am your coach. I am here to help you with your low carb meals. Okay. All right, let's see here. So I have chopped the chicken. Now, if you want to go even more, you can get two, like for real, you can get 2 knives, and then you just go through, hit it like this. What this is going to do is it's going to take the already chopped chicken and almost ground it. And this is perfect, okay? This doesn't take any special skill. Just have your knives up and down. Because I want this really, really small. Yep. If you're having a bad day, you're stressed out, just go ahead and pound that chicken. Okay. I think we're good. I think it's pounded enough. A little bit more. Perfect. Okay. Perfecto. This is ready. Are you guys ready to put this together? It's like really that time I'm ready to put this together. Okay, so I'm going to remove my glove. Let's start cooking. All right, this is the chicken. I'm not going to season this chicken yet. I'm going to wait until I get it into the pan. Okay, I hope everyone is having a wonderful day today. Welcome to Making Meals with Meka. It is hump day, the middle of the week. We are making a delicious low carb, high flavor meal, chicken lettuce wraps. And I am really encouraging you guys to step out of your comfort zone. Okay. Someone said they started their low carb diet in a mango season. Yes, in the Caribbean. Absolutely. And I don't do low carbs for a long time. Like I do low carbs 30 days and then I'm done, and then a couple months later I'll do it again, because it really does test you. So 30 days and then I'm done. But before I keep going, go IU. Okay, just go IU. So I'm gonna go ahead and put that on there. Okay, let's get started. If you have had chicken lettuce wraps, go ahead and let me know in the comments that you have had it. If you haven't had it, let me know too. That is fine. But I am challenging, if you've never had chicken lettuce wrap and it's something that's totally foreign to you, I am challenging you to step out of your comfort zone. Try this and you will not be disappointed, okay? So to my already preheated skillet, I have added 2 tablespoons of avocado oil. I'm a huge advocate for avocado oil. If you don't have avocado oil, I will allow you to use olive oil in this recipe, okay? Go ahead, use some olive oil. It is great. Okay, someone asked, please tell me you got bean sprouts for your wraps. Honest truth. I bought the bean sprouts too early. I normally put bean sprouts in this wrap. I bought them too early and they've been sitting in my refrigerator for the past week and they're not good anymore. You think I'm lying? Let me show you. Hold on 1 second. Watch my pan. Watch my pan. I'm not joking. I was at the Asian grocery store getting all my ingredients. And look, you guys, these are the sprouts that go into these lettuce wraps, okay? They are amazing, but we're not going to put these in here because they're bad now. These are supposed to be light and fluffy, and I let them sit too long, and they got like kind of icky, so we're not using them. But that person is right. You're supposed to put sprouts in here. We're going to leave those out today, okay? Look, you got to do what you got to do. And I didn't have time to go to the grocery store and get more. So we're not going to put sprouts in here, all right? But what we are going to put in here is this good chicken that I worked so hard on. And we want this to be nice and hot. Let's see. Okay, perfecto. All right, so we have this chicken that we have worked so hard on. We have more people here. Welcome, welcome, welcome. You are making meals with Meka. We're making chicken lettuce wraps. All right, and we're just going to sear this chicken off a little bit. Okay, how is everyone doing this evening? Is everyone doing all right? I hope everyone is doing well. Okay, and look, I just showed you guys. Food safety comes first. I spent a good little coin on those sprouts, and you don't want to take them and wash them off and things like that. No, certain produce you're only supposed to keep in your refrigerator for a certain amount of time, and then sometimes the food will tell you itself when it's bad. Like those sprouts, I guess I could have rinsed them off to get rid of the sliminess, but no, the sliminess is bacteria. Throw them away, right? So, it's important when you are shopping, and I'm continuing to learn. Sometimes it's just best to just get a little bit at a time, I know people in different countries that go to the store every day to get their dinner. Here in America, we're used to, making a grocery list for the week. Some people go for 2 weeks and get to go buy all this food and they put it in the refrigerator. And then by the time it's time for you to eat it, it's spoiled and you have wasted all of that money. So I am encouraging you guys, sometimes you don't go grocery shopping for a week or two. Just go grocery shopping for a couple of days. And even though you'll make more trips to the grocery store, you're going to save money because your food isn't going to go to waste, okay? And you guys just see I threw a whole bag of sprouts away because I bought them too early. But you can put sprouts in this recipe. I got my sprouts fresh for 99 piece produce. Yes, sprouts are amazing. I got those from an Asian market. They are amazing. Okay, guys, so we have this chicken. Now, we cannot cook chicken for too long without seasoning it. You want to know why? Because it will be bland, and we do not cook bland food here. So the chicken is not done yet. It's just getting a little, getting a little brown. So it's time to season this, all right? And because our sauce is going to have so many flavors, we're going to season this chicken just really, really simply, okay? I am putting some salt. And guess what? Pepper. That's it. Sometimes less is more. So salt and pepper on the chicken, and that's all we need because our sauce is going to be so flavorful. We don't need anything else, okay? So we got the salt and pepper. And as soon as you add the seasoning, I feel like the aroma is just like, you just wake the chicken up. Okay, now we don't have to wait until the chicken is all the way done to add our aromatics, all right? So to this, I'm going to add the whole onion, okay? We are working on the base of these chicken lettuce wraps, all right? I'm adding the whole onion. Now we're just going to saute this. And we're going to saute until the onions get translucent, meaning you can kind of see through them and they're going to be nice and soft. So only a couple of minutes, and then that's going to allow the chicken to cook. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and let this cook, and now I'm going to bring out another ingredient for you guys. How are you guys doing this evening? It is a pleasure to hang out with everyone. For those of you that's just tuning in, we're making our chicken lettuce wraps. And right now in the pan, I have some dark meat chicken, so some chicken thighs and some chicken legs. I've chopped them up really, really, really fine, and they are sauteing in a pan with some onion. And now I'm going to get started on another ingredient. Right here I have the garlic, and I have some fresh ginger. We're going to put that in there in a second. Now, this is another ingredient that I really would suggest do not leave out. Okay. Does anyone know what these are? Let me know if you guys know what these are. It's okay if you don't. It's okay if you don't. We have someone from Virginia. Hello. Does anyone know? We're going to chop these. These are really important. These are going to add a really delicious crunch to our dish, okay? Everything is about flavor, you guys. Everything is about flavor. We want to build the flavor, and we want to build the texture. Let me see what we got. Someone says water chestnut. Yes, let's go, Debbie. Let's go, Michelle. Absolutely. All right, let's see. We have Freedy says water chestnuts. Yes. So water chestnuts are these really crisp, juicy. So it's a vegetable, a root vegetable, and it's really delicious. Now, I've only been able to find these canned, right? And they come like this, or you can get them already chopped. I like to chop these myself. These are a really important ingredient in this dish because it's going to add texture. Okay? Do not leave these water chestnuts out. And let me tell you, I just go through and I just do a rough chop. Okay? They add so much texture. And let's see, for a taste, I would say that they kind of just take on the taste of whatever dish you put them in. So if you've ever ordered like a Chinese stir fry, right? Water chestnuts are in there. That little crispy, little crunchy thing, that's water chestnuts, okay? Water chestnuts goes perfect in this dish because it's going to add that really nice flavor. So we're going to take our water chestnuts and we're going to chop these up, okay? Now we do want to make sure they're all around the same size. Like we don't want really, really big pieces and smaller pieces. So just go through and do a rough chop. Now I'm not going to chop them as small as like the chicken because I do want that texture. If you chop them too small, the texture goes away. All right. So let's see, even like this size, okay, like a little dice size, water chestnuts are delicious, okay? How much does a can cost? Someone says, how much does a can cost? It just depends on where you are. This can, I paid $2. It was like $1.99. So very inexpensive. If you want to add these to any type of, dish for an extra crunch, I suggest water chestnuts. They are delicious, okay? All right, let's go back to our pan. Hi, guys. Those of you that are just tuning in, perfect timing. You are making meals with Meka. We are making our chicken lettuce wrap mixture. In here, I have my chicken. I have my onions. And you guys, the aroma is already smelling delicious. All right, now we are going to add all of the next ingredients together, okay? So we're going to add the water chestnuts. Remove my spoon. We're going to add the water chestnuts. And then we're going to add the fresh ginger and the fresh garlic, all right? We are building flavor here. We're building flavor. We want all of these flavors to mesh together, all right? We got a couple more ingredients to add, and guess what? They're done. Can you eat them raw? You can eat them raw. They don't really have a lot of flavor when you eat them raw. Someone asked if you can eat the water chestnuts raw. You can eat them raw. They're nice and juicy. However, I prefer them in a dish like this because this is really going to bring out their purpose, which is to add just a nice crunchy texture to your dish. All right, so right now I just want this to, all these ingredients to go together and just do their thing. So let's get started on our sauce. Now before we get started on our sauce, we're going to add these are onions, okay? Now we have two different types of onions. They're both green onions, but do you see the difference? Okay? These green onions I use mostly for garnishes, right? They're nice. They're really, really tender. Okay. Now these green onions, you see they have a bulb on here. In the summertime, if you're grilling, we have Deontay said he loves green onions. Oh my goodness. You put a little olive oil on here and you put these on a grill and you can actually eat the bulb of the onion. These are delicious. We're going to add these, okay, to the dish. Not right now though, because they don't take very long to cook. So we're going to add these. The big ones are going to go to the dish as part of the dish, okay? Those of you that's just tuning in, you guys, we have 116 people hanging out. You are making meals with Meka. We are making our Asian chicken lettuce wraps. I am challenging people to step out of your comfort zone. Let's make some different cuisine. Some cuisine that's going to be absolutely delicious and you're going to love it. So this is our chicken lettuce wraps. Now I'm not going to put these onions in there. I could, but I'm not. I'm going to grill these a little bit later. But if you want to, you can 100% chop these up and put them in your dish. Do you hear me? But right now, I just want the nice green part, okay? And then I have some saved for the garnish. Now let's make the sauce, okay? This is where all the flavor comes in. Remember, when it comes to Asian flavors, sweet, salty, spicy, and what was the other one? Sour. Sweet, sour, spicy. Sweet, sour, spicy, and salty. Okay? And then there's another flavor called umami, but we don't have to get into that. So we're going to make our sauce, and this is just going to bring everything together. Now, typically, this dish will call for something. It's called hoisin sauce. Oh, hoisin is a really thick, sweet sauce, but it does have a lot of sugar. Okay, we're not doing carbs. We're not doing any added sugar. So we're going to make this ourselves, and we're going to substitute the hoisin sauce with some honey. So for your sauce that you're going to pour over these, we're going to start with the soy sauce. Okay, this is the salty element of the sauce, and I'm going to put about a cup of soy sauce in here. Okay, cup of soy sauce, the salty part. All right, we're going to put some vinegar. Rice wine vinegar. When you are making Asian inspired dishes, rice wine vinegar is the key. It's nice and light, still very vinegary. I'm going to put about a tablespoon of rice wine vinegar. This is the sour, okay? Then I am going to add, now this, you can use whatever you want to add some spice. Typically, you can use some chili garlic paste. That's the paste that's in the little jar. I am going to use some red pepper flake. Okay, I'm going to put about a half a teaspoon of that. That's going to be our spicy. Okay. And then for the sweets, we're going to use some honey. And yes, I need the big thing of honey. Okay. And I'm going to put about 2 tablespoons of honey in this. So we have all 4 of the major flavors for Asian, and then the last one is something called umami. Umami is it's a savory kind of like, how can I describe umami? Umami is kind of like, it makes you pucker just a little bit, but not in a bad way. You've ever had something you're like, okay, I'm not quite sure what that is, but I'm liking it. That's umami. And this is sesame oil, okay? That's going to add the umami. Sesame oil, just a dab will do you. You don't really cook with sesame oil. This is only for flavor purposes. And you can totally over season with sesame oil. So I'm going to do about a half a teaspoon. Okay? Go really, really lightly. And we're going to mix this all together. All right? And this sauce should be amazing if I made it correctly. We're going to mix it all together. And you can actually smell it. When your seasonings are on point and everything is together, you can actually smell when things are good. So let's see here. Of course, we're going to taste it. And it's exactly what I want. Of course it is. All right, let's go back to our pan. Okay, so we have everything in here so nice. All right, so in this pan, we have 104 people here for the party. Welcome, welcome, welcome. You are making meals with Meka. We are making our chicken lettuce wrap. In this pan, I have boneless, skinless chicken thighs, but you can use chicken breast. I have 1 whole onion. I have some ginger, some fresh garlic, and I also have some water chestnuts. And these ingredients have been cooking, just getting to know each other a little bit, right? Then I have some green onion. I'm going to throw these green onions in there. The green onion is going to add another texture, and it's going to add some beautiful color because, you guys, it was looking kind of bland, right? It was looking very beige, you know, and I'm not for beige food. So we're going to add the green onion. And we're going to mix this all together. Okay? It is smelling amazing in here, you guys. It is smelling amazing. Let's see. We have Anka. Welcome, welcome, welcome. She said hi to everyone. Anka came in here and spoke to everyone. Okay? I like people like that. She's the life of the party. You come into a room and you speak to everyone. That is the way to do it. Look, it says 111. We got angel. We have an angel number of people in here hanging out right now. All right, guys. So we have our chicken lettuce wrap mixture. This is our sauce, okay? I'm going to turn this up on high, and we're just going to add this sauce. This is all the flavor. This is going to bring everything together, okay? Oh, my goodness. And we don't want this too runny, right? We want this just a nice, thick consistency, okay? Because we are putting this on some lettuce. And it is, oh my goodness, it is smelling amazing in here. You guys, can you guys see that? Let me give you a close up. Y'all see that? We have Kaylee. Kaylee has just joined. Hello, Kaylee. Welcome. You guys, if you are having a good time, go ahead, hit the like button. Go ahead and share where you are from. So far, we have someone from Canada. We have someone from the Philippines. We have someone from London. We have someone from the Caribbean. We got New York in the house. We got Phoenix in the house. We got Indiana in the house. I mean, we have people from literally everywhere hanging out on this Wednesday. Where else does that happen? Where else does that happen? Are you kidding me? We are here to have a great time. So we just want this, because this is almost done, okay? This is almost done, and it's going to be delicious. So let's talk about the type of lettuce that you can use for this. All right, we have someone else from Canada. Okay, we got more people from Canada. So you can use any type of lettuce that you want, okay? If you can fold it and eat it, and you can put this in there, I'm going to give you a go ahead. Go ahead. We got someone from Texas. Let's go Texas. We got Charlotte, North Carolina. Let's get it. I used to live in Texas. Shout out to Frisco, Texas. North Carolina. Let's go. All right. So back to the lettuce. You can use whatever lettuce you want. So iceberg lettuce. Yes. Romaine lettuce. Absolutely. You want to use butter lettuce. Now, butter lettuce is a little fragile. Butter lettuce is really, really thin. You can use butter lettuce if you want to, but it does break. So I am using right here, this is just green leafy lettuce, okay? You guys see this? It comes in a really big, it doesn't come in a package. This is organic, and it just usually comes in a bunch. I chopped off the core, and I just rinsed the leaves. But look at that. These are beautiful, right? And they're over there draining. But look at that. So this is the leaves, the lettuce that I'm using for these chicken wraps. All right. And right now I am cooking this on a high because I still have a lot of, of the sauce in here. And I don't want these to be runny. So we're just going to cook these until the sauce thickens up a little bit. All right. You guys, this is the perfect meal for in the middle of the day. You want something nice and light. You don't want to spend all day cooking. Chicken lettuce wraps. I shared earlier, this travels so easily, right? You take the lettuce, you clean it, you can put it in like a little Ziploc bag. This can go in a container. I remember like during the summer, I was invited to quite a few, barbecues or pitch-ins, and I brought chicken lettuce wraps. They're nice, they're light, they're easily traveled. And let's just be honest, how many times have you went somewhere and you saw chicken lettuce wraps, right? You don't. So people were like, oh my gosh, Meka, these are delicious. I never thought about chicken lettuce wraps. I'm telling you. So I am encouraging you guys to step out of your comfort zone, try something new, and you might just enjoy it. All right, so it is time to do a taste test. This is where you're going to adjust your seasoning. All right, if you are not tasting your food when you're cooking, why not? Before anyone else tastes your food, you should be the first person. So I want to go in and get a little bit of everything. I just want to make sure that it's seasoned properly, okay? So let me just go ahead. I'm going to blow it. That's good. No, I'm cheating a little bit because I've made this so many times. I know exactly right what it needs. However, if this is your first or second time making this, you might have to adjust your seasoning. The flavor that you're looking for is you want a little hint of sweetness. That's where the honey came in. You want to taste the soy. You want to taste the sesame oil. So this is where all the flavors come together, right? And now it's time to top it off with a little lime. We have someone else from New York. Let's go. We have multiple people from New York. Now, what does the lime do? If you notice in a lot of Asian cooking, lemon isn't really used a lot. The lime is used more. And the lime, what this is going to do is this is just going to brighten the whole entire dish up. It just adds a level of brightness to the dish. So this is the final finishing of the dish. Now what I do is I just take my lime and I just twist it. Now I did learn this from my boyfriend. I can't even say that this was my method. And so because limon, this is a limon, and he puts lime on literally everything. So we have like a gang of limes. But I saw him doing that. I'm like, that's like a perfect method to take the lime. To get all the juice out of the lime. So you take the lime and you go in like a twisting motion, and it gets all of the juice out of the lime. So this is my method now. Okay, I stole it and I did, but I did give him credit. But this is the Meka method now. This is how you twist the juice out of the lime. Go ahead and twist it. All right. So, but look at that. No juice left. Can you see that? That is how you get all of the juice. Do you hear me? Do you hear what I'm saying? Okay, let's see here. You are beautiful. Oh, that is so sweet. Thank you. I appreciate that. Thank you very much. Look, I'm getting a facial from the steam, Cooking, listen. Cooking will keep your skin looking good if you're all, you're getting a little steam treatment. All right. You guys, this is done. This is done. Let's plate this up, shall we? So this is how I plate this in my house, okay? I don't make the lettuce wraps prior to, because this is hot. You're going to put it on top of lettuce, and then the lettuce is going to wilt. You don't want that, right? You want it to be nice and crisp, okay? So this is another part to cooking, right? You want to present the food and eat the food at its best. So I don't put it directly on the lettuce, all right? What I do have is my little plate, and I have a cup. Now I'm going to turn this off, and then I am going to spoon a healthy amount, because remember, we're eating low carb here, okay? So we can get as much as we want. Okay, a nice little healthy amount like that. Now remember, you guys, that this is ground chicken. Well, I ground it myself. This is chicken. You can use mushrooms if you want to make this 100%, vegan or vegetarian. You can use pork. You can use whatever protein you want to, just as long as you have that flavor profile, sweet, salty, spicy, and sour, you're good. So I have my cup right here. I'm going to place that right there. I'm going to take my lettuce leaves. I'm going to put a couple on here. Let's put 4. I'm going to put 4 leaves. Okay. We have one more thing. We're going to garnish. Now, we're not going to garnish the whole entire pan, right? Because the garnish is going to add some prettiness, but it is also going to add some texture. So I'm going to chop these a little smaller, the green onion. And Deontay said he loves green onion. I love me a good green onion, okay? And we are going to just top it with the green onion to add a little flair. And then there you go. You guys look at this. Look at this. Look at that. Okay? Chicken lettuce wraps, okay? This is low carb, high protein, high in flavor. It's portable, it's easy. You can take it anywhere in the middle. You can make this in the middle of the week. You can make this on the weekend. This is delicious. And let me just go ahead and taste it for you, okay? Let me show you guys. Now I'm gonna use a little mini. I'm gonna use just a little mini lettuce. I'm looking for a napkin. Well, hell, I can't find a napkin. Okay, let's see. Should I? I'm like, where's my plate? Okay, this is the plate that the lettuce was on. All right, so you're gonna take, because someone's like, how do you eat this? You're just gonna take a little bit, put it. Now this is a mini one, okay, guys? Like you would have a bigger one. Okay, you wouldn't do the mini one like me, or you could do the mini. All right, and look at that. Come on now. Tell me that don't look delicious. And if you say it doesn't look delicious, you're lying. That looks amazing, okay? And it's hot. So this is why you don't make them ahead of time, because it's hot. All right, let me go in. You can give me a little bite. Delicious. Tyra, you said it's delicious. It is delicious. You guys, it not only looks delicious, it tastes delicious. You can taste the pepper. The pepper flakes is a little spicy. The honey is a little sweet. Soy sauce is delicious. You taste everything. And the thing is, the lettuce is so crisp and crunchy. So it's really important to get some good lettuce. Romaine lettuce, iceberg lettuce, green leafy lettuce. I might as well just go ahead and finish this bite. That's delicious. Now, get a drink of water. Go IU. That's delicious, guys. If you want to serve this with any type of sauce on the side, you want to, if you're for your family, put the soy sauce there, If you want to serve it with some chili garlic sauce, add some little sauces on the side, sweet and sour sauce, so people can play around with the flavors. But as long as you have the main ingredients, it's wonderful. So you guys, here we go. Chicken lettuce wraps. Low carb, easy peasy, delicious, and homemade. Here we go. So you guys already know I eat everything I cook. So it's my dinner time. I really enjoyed everyone hanging out with me this Wednesday. And all month we're doing Low carb, delicious food, okay? Month of January. I'm going to show you guys how I eat during the week. We're doing low carb, very, very high flavor. Every single Wednesday, 7 p.m. Please come back and hang out. It's like we're a family. We are a family. We're cooking together. I really enjoy you guys hanging out. Go ahead, shoot me a thumbs up. If you are not subscribed to my channel, go ahead over, subscribe to the channel. Hit the button, the bell. You will be notified of, when I post new content. I am going to be posting a couple of reels this week on different things that you can use in the kitchen to help. I'm also going to post me breaking down a whole chicken. So if you're ever wondering how the hell you break down a whole chicken, I will be posting that. As well as some different recipes this week. I have really enjoyed hanging out with you guys. You guys are wonderful. See you guys all next week. I'm about to go smash these chicken lettuce wraps. Do you hear me? All right. Love you guys. See you next week. Thank you guys. Bye.